Chapter 4, Summary. The chapter presents with the information on the radar. Maintenance proceed with the information of the power. Some of the important points of the chapter. Transmitter performance checks that are essential for the maintenance of the radar with the transmitter output must be managed closely. Both 3 consume power. Transmitter energy for the distributed system relay over the band of frequencies known by the spectrum. The spectrum curve of the transmitter gives the condition shown in the illustration. And then spectrum manual of the echo box with the 2 instrument to check with the transmitter performance. One of the most important measures of the bit can be performed with the echo box. The ring time of the relatively indication of the point. Both transmitter output of the receiver sensitivity, transmitter output of the power measure with a good indication of the overall transmitter operation. The power measure the usual average power reading the decibel. The average power of the decibel must be compared with the was the peak power calculated for the power peak power average power of the duty cycle. The refer to the receiver the performance check with the determine the receiver the sensitivity transformer resistor recovery time of the receiver bandwidth. Usually measure the receiver sensitivity measuring the minimum discernible signal that you can pulse method. The time transfer resistor recovery tube, the time of the recurve of the transfer resistor tube with the diameter of each of the transmitted pulse. You should keep the graphic transistor recovery time of the transistor recovery tube, transistor receiver tube that should be replaced with, if not replaced with the timely manner. Weak the transistor transmit resistor tube will allow the aim of the radio receiver that each few radar can function with the support system. These support systems include electrical power dryer, liquid cooling system. The radar technician to learn the source of distribution rather than normal emergency power for the radar. Dry air needed for the electrical component can be supplied with the chip electrical dry air system through an air control panel. The local dehydrators radio transmitter generate large amount of the heat. Most of the heat is dissipated with the combination air conditioner, cabinet, air blowers, and distilled water cooling systems. Personnel working on radar should always be aware of hazards of the radio frequency radiation, X-ray emissions. All posted safety precautions should be strictly observed. Chapter 4 Summary.